I don't remember this the last time I was in Washington, so I thought it was weird in the game Alan Wake, but there really are a lot of crows just everywhere. It is kind of freaky. I think I'm gonna have to get some waterproof shoes. Completely forgot about it. Gonna have to check out American Sniper tonight. First, breakfast. Place is just like the Oh Deer Diner. Alright, on my way to go look at the first RV. It's about 11:30, not quite as early as I was hoping. You know, but whatever. I made some calls, you know, from the ones I had looked at on Craigslist, and it's Saturday, it's short notice, a lot of people had other things going on, so they are going to let me look at them later if I still want to. They'll get back to me. Man, the drive here is so fucking pretty. I just drove between North Bend and Snoqualmie, but I took a side road instead of going through the main streets, and all the moss-covered trees and everything. Fuck, I'm so happy. So, actually, I'm getting ready to go up the hill by Snoqualmie Falls. So, I'm passing over Snoqualmie Parkway, to give you an idea of where I'm at. Yeah, so, this one, though, happens to be from a dealership, which I feel pretty good about. Because this guy, it's cheap. I don't get it. Part of the reason I want to look at it. Because it looks like it's in really good shape. Now, to be fair, my gauge of what is really good shape is based on my previous RV, which was not in very good shape. But there's so many dealerships out here, like new RV dealerships, that I'm wondering if used RVs have a harder time getting sold if they're at a dealership, just because they have so many new ones that are still like just last year's model that they have to discount and get off their lot because the insurance is more expensive on them. So to save themselves the hassle of having to hold on to the older model ones that might get traded in on a new one, maybe that's why they sell them so discounted. Can't really see the falls from here, but no. I don't know. So I'm going to take a look at it, and it's weird because it has two doors, which I'll probably just block one door up because, I mean, I understand, like, there was a few years where they got on this kick about fire escapes and such. Two ways, ingress, egress, or whatever, but I don't really need two doors. It has one in back and then one on the side. I'll probably block up the one on the side and put like a TV and stuff like that there, make it like an entertainment corner. But if I get this one, not get it, and just use the door in the back, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. It's got a really retro look. I really wish I could have gotten Stacy, the black one from Northern California, but it just wasn't meant to be, I guess. Jeez, he's pretty. This is so pretty. Okay. So I came up to look at one of these RVs, and I'm basically in Everett. It's like right on the edge, I guess. I don't know. I guess maybe I am in Everett. I don't know. So I came up to look, and now I can't figure out which one it is because this entire street is just RV sales places. They're all of them are RV sales places. It's insane. Guess I'll just start pulling in. See if I can figure out which one it is. That could have gone better. I've looked at 5 RVs in 5 hours. It's actually not bad. But each one had some pretty glaring issues that either were glossed over or lied about altogether, or I don't know. Like 3 of them were private owners. One was a dealership. I'm going to another dealership now. It's the last RV I'm looking at today. And then I'm going to have to start making calls on apartments because, I don't know. It's weird because there's a lot of RVs listed on Craigslist in this area. And in the price range I'm looking for as well. But, why can't people just fucking be honest? I don't... Like, there was one, I would have bought it if the guy had just been honest. Because it was in my price range, it needed tires. But he was trying to say... I was standing there and I pointed it out. There was dry rot on the fucking tires, and he was trying to say that wasn't dry rot. And I'm like, so either he's an idiot and doesn't know what dry rot is, or he was just lying. Either way, I'm sort of in this. Now I was already in a bad mood, having looked at 3 of them already at that point, and I was still seething over the fucking dealership being. So I show up at that dealership and I'm like, hey, I'm here to look at and I bring it up on my phone and show him and I tell him the amount, and he's like, oh, it's not actually that much. And I'm like, okay, how much is it? And it's like $3,000 more than what he posted it as. And I'm like, well, then why did you list it in here for that much? And his rationale was that it would get people in the door. And I'm like, okay, I could understand if you had like one RV on the lot and you did a radio ad saying, we RVs as low as whatever the price is. But in this case, you're showing a particular RV at a falsified price and then telling me it's not that price. The only people you're getting through Craigslist are people who want to buy outright. They don't want to get into loans. The people who want to get into loans will come to your dealership anyway. Oh, so aggravating. So I was a little irked by that. The dry rot guy. There was another guy whose ad specifically said runs fine. So I started up, clack, 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 clack. And I'm like, so I thought you said it runs fine. He's like, yeah, man, drive it. I'm like, I'm not driving it anywhere. Because if this thing explodes or breaks while I'm doing my test drive in the next 5 feet, you're gonna blame me. So I flipped it off. And he's like, no, man, I'm saying yeah, it's loud, but it drives fine. And I'm like, I don't know what book you're looking at, but that sound is not fine. Whatever that is not fine. So, yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'm looking at one more. I was kind of pissed. There was one, it was way too good of a deal, and I missed it. I saw it 2 days, like the day I got my offer letter. I found one for $900, and it was a hate sale. It was this woman got a divorce from her husband. I don't know the situation, but apparently the RV was his, and she got it in the custody battle, and it was nice. It was a 2003. and she was selling it for $900 because she was like, I don't fucking care about it. I don't want it. You know, like she was just getting rid of it. I was hoping it would be here by the time I got here, but you know, of course not. That would have been a fucking deal. But whatever. So, not going so well. I did my due diligence last night and a couple weeks prior, just because I kind of felt like I was going to be heading out here, just had that sense. And so I had been looking for apartments as a backup option, even though my primary was to get an RV. So I found an apartment in Snoqualmie that is inside the range that I'm comfortable with. It won't spend a shit ton of money. Does short leases. So I don't have to be in the city. It's a nice quiet area. It's away from the highway. It's actually, I think from one of the windows, I don't know if it'll be the side that I'm on, but you can actually see the river and everything. So hopefully it's on my side. That'd be nice. But it's not priced so high, because like in the price range I was looking for, if I were in the city, I'd be in the ghetto. But the reason I'm trying to get a place that's cheap is because I want to save the money to get an RV if I'm not allowed to get one right away. And I have such a short window of time. I mean, the last RV I was able to find in a couple days, but sorry, that was the dealer that I'm heading towards now. He was making sure I wasn't getting lost and everything, because I'm new to the city. Got GPS. Whatever. Of course, I say that. It's sort of snotty right there, but it hasn't been working for me, so I guess I'm glad he called. I'm being a douche. It's rubbing off on me. All these drivers around here fucking driving like bags of douche. Cutting people off. Like, they don't even check their rearview mirror. I mean, I remember it used to be like that in the city, but I haven't driven in the city a lot anytime recently, so I forgot how shitty city drivers are to drive with. It's like they don't check their fucking rear view. He just boom, boom. Like I was watching one guy earlier today. God, times. I was watching him. He never turned. He never did anything. He just moved into my lane, and it wasn't like a little bit. It was like bam, I'm over. And like I just barely dodged him getting into the side lane, which was finishing, and I didn't have time. Like that chick could have slowed down or sped up, whatever. She just didn't even look at me. Didn't even bother to look at me. Fucking idiots. You're the one on the on-ramp. Oh, it's on-ramps. So there's this street in Seattle, which I guess is like a temporary highway right now. So it's like 50 mile an hour speed limit, which isn't horrible, except that there is no on-ramp. It's just the streets come up to it and they have stop signs. So people wait till you're about 50 feet away, and that's clearly the optimum time to pull in while I'm doing 50 miles an hour and I'm about to meet them in 0.3 seconds. So they're like, boom, nailed it. They're, getting up to speed. Meanwhile, I'm hitting the brakes and stuttering. Like my car is skipping across the ground, trying to not rear end their hybrid, because everybody drives a fucking hybrid here, apparently. I don't know why you think you're saving the environment when you're living in the city, going to bars every night where they have to mow down huge tracts of land to raise the barley and the other stuff that you're drinking, potatoes, whatever, to make vodka and whatnot. It's just like, asinine. Fucking hipsters. So I think that's going to be my biggest hurdle here, is not letting the horrible, horrible nature of city drivers or the city in general eat me alive, because I hate cities. I hate the hollowed out people in cities. And it's like, if you try to be kind, like even on the highway, let somebody in, they'll force you out of a lane. They won't let you in if you're on an exit only lane and you're trying to get over. None of that stuff. It's them, and that's it. They don't give a fuck about anything else. Oh, it's so aggravating. But, hey, that's the city. kindness in cities is not rewarded, it's used until the people who have been used so thoroughly are hollowed out shells of who they were, husks, and then they get cast to the side. That's why I can't stand cities. It's what they do to people. It's so depressing. So I'm going to look at this last RV, and if it doesn't pan out for me, then I'm going to get into an apartment probably, just because of the amount of time I don't have, unfortunately. It'd be different if I weren't in a U-Haul in a hotel and I were able to like buy some time, but still plan on getting an RV if this one doesn't pan out. Still plan on getting an RV. It'll just take me a while longer because I'll have to pick up the apartment bills again, which I'm not super enthusiastic about. Luckily, this apartment, it's about what I was paying before, except I'll be making more money, so hopefully I'll be able to fix that pretty quick.
What are you, a detective or a peeping Tom?
A reporter. Jake.
Sometimes staying out here just gets into your head.